You are creating a presentation about yourself and getting ready to post this to your blog. And I want to give you an overview of how to prepare the blog post. And I'm going to go back a little bit and talk about how we get the images from Flickr and how we get the link from our Slideshare account. So the quick overview, we need to be logged into our blog. Our blog, we have our account. And over here we click on Posts, and I'm going to click on Add New Post. And I'm going to simply call this my presentation. Whoop, whoop. And what I recommend is that you copy and paste all of my text. And we don't need the resources section, but all of this, because being that this is one of our first, here we go, step one, first blog posts, I want to make sure that you understand really good formatting for your blog. This particular post is going to be an educational post for anybody who comes to our blog. It'll explain how to build a really positive, powerful presentation. And what I ask you to do is, once you copy and paste everything in, read through the example here, and one thing you could do is click enter here and start typing in your words. Do a small paragraph here. When you're done, then delete my stuff. Does that make sense? Go ahead and do that for all the sections. Now you'll notice that there are some graphics here. These are scans that you have scanned and uploaded to your Flickr account. These are screenshots that you took on your computer and uploaded to your Flickr account. So let's take a look at that. So if I go over to PowerPoint and I want to do a screenshot of my master slide, it is Command-Shift-4. You get the crosshair that you can see here. And I want to just grab a part of the master slide so I can see that I actually made changes. This is not the original. I modified this. That's proof that I actually did it. Now that's on my desktop. And I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to, whoa. I just double-clicked it, opened it accidentally. I'm going to name this master slide. Just makes it easier when I upload it to Flickr. The other thing is I want to have, I go to View, Normal, and I can see my outline here, not my slides, but my outline. I want to screenshot this as well, so Command-Shift-4, and I could do the whole thing here or part of it, but I'm just going to do, I'll just do this right here. Okay, and I'll go back to the desktop, and this time I'll do, this could be script or outline, just whatever is easiest. I want to have it in script format that you could either print out and follow as you present, or again, it helps you logically organize your stuff without doing any of the formatting. We do this first, and then we go in and make things look nice. So let's come back to my blog post here, and I'm ready to do my writing, put my graphics in, and so on. I'm going to now go and upload my images to Flickr. The upload button is here. And I've already gone through this process, but I might as well review it real quick. And I can see if I click on my desktop, there's my master slide. And if I hold down Command, I can select two things in the list here. I'm going to upload both these. I click Open. They both show up. I could add tags. I could put other comments. I do want them to be visible to everybody because I'm going to be publishing these. And at this point, I'm not going to add anything else. I'm just going to upload them. I click Upload, and yeehaw, here they are. Now I'm going to do one demonstration. So when I click on this image, I'm going to click here, and let's view all sizes. What I want is to get a link to this image right here that's 500 wide. So I'm going to click on Medium. This is roughly how wide your blog posts are. Anything bigger we don't need, anything smaller wouldn't look as good. I right click on it, or on the white, if you have a white mouse on your Mac, Control click, and I copy image URL. I'm going to go back over to my blog post, and let's go down to where I had the graphic of the master slide. I'm going to delete this one, and let's just pretend that I wrote all my stuff for the master slide. And let's go here, and wrote stuff. And let's put the graphic right here. I click on Add Media, Insert from URL. I paste. I'm just doing Command-V as in Victor, and I can see the sample here. I don't need to add anything else here if I don't want to, and click Insert into Post, and voila, that's done. Now, one thing I should remind you of is that you need to save draft. If you don't do this, none of the work that you're doing here will be saved. When you're finally done, you'll publish. If you don't publish, I don't see it, you don't get credit. So we want to make sure we publish. If you don't want it published until it's completely done, just keep saving draft. You can always come back to it, working anywhere that you have internet access. All right, that is the Flickr component. Now let's go to Slideshare, and I'm going to show you a presentation I made of myself. let's pretend that you've already uploaded your slideshow to Slideshare. And this address right here is this presentation. And I just need to copy this address up here, copy that. I'm going to go back to my blog post, and I'll go down to my presentation, and I'm looking for the section where I have it linked in there, right here, sharing presentation. Now let's imagine that I had written my small paragraph, and I'm going to put my link here. And I just, whoops, let's watch this. I'm going to paste it again. There's my SlideShare link. Whoops, step 8 got freaked out. By the way, take a look at this. If I highlight this, heading 3, by the way, if you don't see that, click this little box here. This is a heading 3 size. This got changed. I'm going to change it back to a heading 3 size, and that's how I do that. Now, let's publish this and see what happens. I could have saved draft if I wasn't done, but right now I want to show you something. If I click Preview Changes, I can see this is what it's looking like at this point. It's obviously not done, but I can come down and I can see that my inserted outline is there, and the link to SlideShare did not activate. And here's why. When I first pasted it in there, it was trying to activate. And let's try it again. When I say activate, it will automatically link it in here. And see how it did that? That's what I want. And I'm going to click Update. The Update button happens after you've saved it the first time. And that's Preview Changes again. Now I'll scroll down, and I'll see my stuff, and my slideshow is right here. And if I want, I can go full screen right from my blog post, and I can present. And there's my presentation. That is what we want. It looks really professional, it's very visual, and it takes us step by step through the process of how we created the presentation. And that is it. Final thing I want to say, just a couple quick things about your blog. Always have a title, always have section headings. I will tell you what the section headings should be because I want you to format it well. The section headings will always be a heading number, usually 2 or 3, because the title of the blog post is always a heading 1. And when we look at the sample, a heading 1, we want it to be a little bit larger than the other headings. And that's just kind of a nice way to format your blogs. See how that's bigger and these are slightly smaller? That's a formatting thing. It looks professional, keeps things organized. Also, we're chunking information. By having a bigger, bold heading here and then smaller text in paragraph form, it draws the eye to the components step by step. So obviously this is about this. This is about that. And there's a rhythm or a pattern that flows through the structure or the formatting of your blog post. That is really crucial. And that's it. That is your first blog post that we're making this year. And hopefully this makes sense. If you have questions, let me know.